All right, Uncle Sam FM here, and I'm trying to figure out why my football man. Oh, there it was. And we are in Derby Week, or Rivalry Week, as we call it here in the United States. And this is the week we play our arch rival, our nemesis, FC Dallas. This is the Texas Derby. We play for the El Capitan Cannon Trophy, and the way that works, you play. I think we play them 3 times this season. Let me just look here real quick and see. So we've got this 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so whoever has the best results, the most points, so on, in those 3 league matches wins the El Capitan Trophy. So this is opportunity 1 for us to get some points. And so we'll look at that in a minute. But to cover real quick, this is episode 6. And since episode 5, I said that I was going to sign, well, I was planning on signing, and I had offered a contract to Jose Carranza, who's a decent prospect. Nothing, whatever. He's not world class, but he'll be a good MLS player, I think. I did get him signed. I did not think he was going to be, I knew he wasn't going to play much for me. And I looked at my USL affiliate, RGVFC, and it didn't look like he was going to get much playing time there either. So I offered him for loan. Nashville SC came in, which he might not have gotten much with them either, but it really didn't matter because apparently they can't register him. And so I don't know when the next registration date for USL is. I'm hoping that they might be able to register him during the summer. If not, I'm going to bring him back. And if he's going to sit the bench, he'll sit the bench with me. I'll make him available for our GVFC. And maybe he'll get some time there. Maybe I can get him some games. But that'll be better than him getting absolutely nothing sitting on the bench. He, as you saw, his attributes are going up. So he is training. He's working and training. But he's not getting games, and he needs that to develop. At 18, I think that about that age, that's when you really kind of need to start getting a few games with the first team, and he's not. So he'll probably be coming back. Also, and we'll look at this in a second. First of all, Juan David Cabiza, my starting defensive midfielder, is injured. He got a sports hernia. He'll be out for a couple more weeks. He's already been out a couple of weeks. So what I've had to do, I've had to be creative with what to do in his absence. And so my right back, Boniek Garcia, can also play defensive mid. So I've moved him there. And I'm giving a start this week to my new right back, Alvaro Fernandez, who I signed. My scouts brought me him. He was a free transfer. He's Spanish. So I'm bringing him over from Spain. Obviously, he's not very good right now. But my scout said his potential ability is 4 stars. And I forget what that little rating was, but I know it was over 80. I don't really fool with anybody that doesn't have a scout rating over 80. So I brought him in. And this is a chance for me to give him a start with this injury to Cabiza, kind of necessitating that I muck about with the starting 11. Hopefully he'll be good someday. I've also been making available, and I'm going to kind of go over how to use your B team in MLS, which for me is our GVFC. B team, 2 team, whatever you want to call it. It really kind of functions like a reserve squad, but you get first team matches when you make them available. Probably my shining example of this is Jacques. Jacques is my center back prospect. We've looked at him in other videos. He is not my first or second center back selection. In fact, I've got my 2 center backs, De La Garza, Machado. Funmayor plays center back before Jacques, although I will use Jacques with the second team. But Jacques' been playing for RGVFC. And one thing to kind of notice, and I'm going to highlight, and this will be foreshadowing, his penalty taking is 11, which is better than anyone else on RGVFC. And he's a center back. And so what that means is, and we look at this is his career stats. If you'll notice, he doesn't list RGVFC, which, I don't know, if you want to call it a cheat, whatever. It's it's a quirk that I can't fix. I can't make the stats record his appearances with RGVFC as that. For whatever reason, it considers it to be appearances with my team, with the Houston Dynamo, which he's appeared for me some, but he's not appeared 12 times with the Dynamo. But he's appeared a lot with RGVFC, and he scored 5 goals. He's not scored a single goal for the Dynamo, but he has for RGVFC. So making guys available, which I'll kind of show you how to do that. You go down like João Felipe. Let's say I wanted to make him available for RGV. You go to squad, available for Rio Valley squad, and then you set it to whatever. I always just put it at 90 minutes because I want them to be able to play whole matches. I mean, if they're not going to play with me, you might as well play with them. Because what it is right now, because my fixture schedule is not very congested, I'm only keeping about 18 or so guys on, in the team that plays. So the other 10 to 12 guys, I just make them available for RGV, and a lot of them actually make appearances. Obviously, Jacques being one of those. And it's worked out for me. It's also worked out for RGVSC. As you look at their schedule, they have been pretty dominant in the United Soccer League. It says third, and if you go to the USL, and we'll go there, we'll look at the table. If you look at the USL table, they're third place, but they've played 4 fewer matches than the second place team, and then they've got 5 matches in hand on the league leader, and they're only 2 points off the pace. So they're one of the best teams. Pittsburgh's doing really well also in the East, but clearly they're playing the best football in the Western Conference, and so a lot of that is because of the guys I've made available. So they help me with development, and I help them win matches. It's a win-win. Now, looking at my results so far, it's a tale of 2 Dynamo, right? One team shows up at home and we win, right? You guys saw the win over Seattle, played Columbus, beat Columbus 3-1 after falling behind at the first half, dominated the Red Bulls, got a 2-0 win there at home. Played against Minnesota. This one I had to make some adjustments. I was a little surprised. They came out attacking me. They were like, it was like everybody was on attack duty. But I make an adjustment. Elise gets a goal in the 18th minute, and we win 1-0. Had a nice win against San Jose, where Sergio Pena gets his first goal with the Dynamo. Orlando City didn't play great in this game, but we won 2-0. Tomas Martinez, we're going to watch this. I don't know how it is for you guys, but I almost never score free kick goals, or direct free kick goals. And Tomas Martinez has one of the best free kick goals that I've seen in FM. Curls it around the wall and beats the keeper near post. Second to load it up here. Around the wall, near post, beautiful. And so a rare free kick goal, direct free kick goal. Then we had a 6-pointer against Vancouver at home. They were in first place at the time we played them. We win 2-0, jumped to first place. A couple days later, we played Philadelphia in a midweek game, so I rolled my second team out, and they played like a second team. Philadelphia dominated the match. We were terrible, deserved to lose, and we lost. Played Atlanta United at home. Because I played my second team against Philadelphia, playing against Atlanta, I was 100% fit, and it was a well-fought game. But Arturo Alvarez gets the winner in the 89th minute in the 11th hour. And so that's my one road win of the season. I have 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses on the road. At home, I won all 7. So that doesn't bode well for our match today as we're going to FC Dallas. But that's kind of been the situation. As you can see, we did have the U.S. Open Cup draw, and I will be playing USL team Colorado Springs. That's a second division team. And if I win, we'll look at the tree. Where am I? Here I am. If I beat Colorado Springs, then I'm playing the winner of Atlanta United and Louisville. Probably Atlanta United. So that's not a great draw for me because Atlanta United is one of the better teams in the league. I can only kind of hope for a an upset. And so, let's look at FC Dallas. FC Dallas is one of the, they have a very strong club. They're a lot better than I am. You look at what really kind of stands out to me is they're very good up the spine, right? You've got Hedges and Figueroa and center back. Hedges is one of the best MLS center backs in the league. Their two defensive midfielders, outstanding in Greza and Acosta. You've got Mauro Diaz playing center mid, or attacking center mid, the number 10. And then Urruti is an outstanding striker. So up the middle, they're one of the toughest teams in the league. But it's not like they don't have anything outside. They've got Nedved on the left. You've got Barrios and Mosquera at winger. So this is a very, very good team. They're not, even though they're a little fatigued because they had a midweek game and I did not, they'll still be tough to beat. They'll be a tough out. You look at their schedule, they won that midweek game at Chicago. Their last 5 games, they're on a good run of form, right? 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5. And it put them back into the playoff hunt after struggling early in the season. So, that's where we are. Let's see how this goes. Actually thinking that what I'm going to do, I'm going to start contain, which really is more like defensive. Just because I want to sit back, I fear their front 4 is tough. Defense of the chair mount. All right. Go to tactics. Part of me wants to go to my 4-1-4-1, but I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. Let's see what happens. All right, we got the kickoff. And that's, Elise and Kyoto they're not built for my style of play. Elise scores goals, and Kyoto does do some nice things. It's not like they're bad players. They just don't really fit what I'm trying to do. Great. If we were playing counterattacking football, they're about perfect because they're both pretty quick. They do both finish pretty well. But they are not possession wingers. It always tells me Tomas is being played out of position. I know. And that experiment continues. It's not going great, right? Martinez he's only got 1 goal, and it was on a direct free kick. But we're winning, right? We're first place. So I'm not going to abandon it just yet, because I feel like if I just stick with it and I sludge through it all, and that's a sucky injury. That really hurts. Doggone it. So I got to think about what to do here. Do I bring in Gill or Alexander? I think it's got to be Alexander. That hurts. I could leave Pena out there, but I don't like doing that. Alright, so we're playing pretty well. Controlling the ball. We got more shots. Just can't complain about anything. Guerrero gets a yellow card. Be great to get somebody sent off from their team. Valentin's one of their weaker players. Now he's sitting back. Should I change what I'm doing? I've been running contain in most of my away game. Well, most of my recent away games, with mixed results. Obviously, the win against Atlanta was big, but right before that, I lost to Philadelphia, and I was running contain. All right, got through the half. You know, a 0-0 draw wouldn't be the worst thing here. And why would you say that? I'm telling you, been the If I got out of here with a scoreless draw, I'll take that. 1 point on the road. I think 2 of the games are in Dallas, though. 2 of the Texas rivalry games are in Dallas. That means I'm only going to get 1 chance at home. But if I can get a draw here, win at home, and then maybe get another draw away, at least shots over the bar. Of course, ideally I get a goal here and we win this thing, but Lamar is not a great header, so that's not too bad of a. Dallas is picking up the yellow cards. All right, we're in about an hour. No goals. Dominating possession. Oh, they're taking off Urruti. That's good. That's good. I don't care who they're putting in. He's not as good as Urruti. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way, which is embarrassing. But there's some names that I've even heard before, but I can't. I'm bad about remembering how to pronounce stuff. So I need to think about a sub, and I'm going to get Alvaro Fernandez off because I don't want him to blow things for me. So let's go ahead and bring Watts in and drop Boniek back over to right back where he should be. So I've got fresh legs at defensive mid. This is penalty. Get it out, yes. Ooh. Very well. The penalty conversion rate in FM18 is very high. Nedeljkov with a yellow card. Think about what I want to do here. Let me pause this. Gotta think. All right. I'm gonna get Martinez out. I'm gonna put Elise as center striker with Menottes out there. See if we can't steal this thing. Man, that missed penalty was huge. Thank you, Roland Lamar. I can't believe they let him take that. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I know how good of a penalty taker he is in real life, but I know he's not that good of a player. Oh, Menottes. It seemed like I would have let Mosquera or Barrios or somebody take that. Okay. Looks like we are going to get out of here with a draw. All right. 1 point. I'll take it. Not a great performance. But right now, the way we're playing on the road, 1-0 or 1 point is good enough. Better than 0. I'm trying to decide what to tell him. Try to keep it positive. All right, so let's see where that puts us. Still first place. Although Vancouver, if they get a win, they'll be level. We're not scoring a lot. 14. Kind of living on 1 goal, 1-0 wins, I guess. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 1-0 wins. That's out of 8. Out of 8 wins total. So could be scoring more. Probably has a little bit to do with trying to get this Martinez experiment. Get Martinez settled at center striker. I feel like once he does, we are going to take off. And Payne getting hurt. He's going to be about 10 days. That kind of stinks. So we'll look at the Texas Derby situation. This is the obviously one played, 1 draw, no goals. So, but we'll take that. I'll take that. I like to win this competition. It means almost literally nothing. But as a Dynamo fan in real life, I want to beat FC Dallas. So we'll stop there. We'll look ahead to see where I'm going to pick up next. Maybe the next Texas Derby. Man, probably either that or I'll go with an Open Cup match if I make it this far, which I'll just show you what I kind of do with the Open Cup. As you can see, I'll have a game that weekend against Seattle, at Seattle, right before I play Colorado Springs. So what I'll do for the Seattle game, which I may have to start that now because I got a midweek game against RSL this week. A short rest. That stinks. But I have an Open Cup squad, and we'll look at it here. So this is my Open Cup squad, and this gives me the best 11. I go to win the Open Cup. Nobody, the AI teams do not. So what I'll do is I'll make sure none of these 11 starters play in that midweek game against Seattle because I want to win the Cup. So I want those 11 guys to be fresh, and they'll only have 2 days to rest before that Cup match. So that's how I handle my Cup matches in MLS. The thing about the Cup, and this is just where my basic feeling about it is, I want to roll my best squad out there because, well, you can't lose the league on one match, but you can lose the Cup on one match. And if I'm going to win trophies, I kind of have to, well, I want to win the Cup. For one, the Cup gets you in the Champions League, so that's big. But then it also, fills your trophy case. And because I handle it the way I do, I usually do win the Open Cup in FM, in Football Manager. I would say I have it's well over half winning percentage of the Cup. And it's because I take my best team, my good, fresh team into Cup matches, and the AI does not. Usually they're rolling out guys who are either tired or they're putting in their second team. And a lot of those MLS teams that are good get put out by the lower division teams because they don't take it seriously. So that's the situation. So this is Uncle Sam signing off after a 0-0 draw in the Texas Derby. If you have any comments, ideas, suggestions, criticisms, please post them, and I will see you next time.